You know, in our crazy, chaotic world, we're all looking for a little bit of calm, right? A moment of peace. Well, sometimes the best answers aren't new ideas, but really, really old wisdom. Today, we're going to dive into how one single piece of ancient art offers a complete roadmap for finding that inner peace.
Okay, take a good look at this image. It's way more than just a beautiful painting. You can think of it as a kind of visual meditation, an ancient prescription designed to help us deal with the stress and anxiety of everyday life. So what exactly is this vision trying to show us?
At the very heart of this image are two figures, Lakshmi and Narayana. Now, in Hindu cosmology, they're a pretty big deal. Their partnership isn't just about them. It's meant to represent the perfect, harmonious balance of the entire universe. So let's get to know them a little better.
So on the one hand, you've got Narayana, also known as Vishnu. His whole job is to preserve cosmic order, to keep things in balance. And right there with him is Lakshmi. Now she's the goddess of prosperity and well-being, but we're not just talking about money here. We're talking about total well-being, spiritual, physical, the whole shebang. When you see them together like this, it signifies a universe where everything is in harmony.
You know, you can almost read this image like a book. Every single object that Narayana is holding is a powerful symbol, and each one is a key to unlocking another layer of this vision for peace. So, let's break it down.
First up, in his upper left hand, he's holding a conch shell, the shankha. And this is not just any shell you'd find on the beach. It represents the primordial sound Om, that cosmic hum that everything in the universe is believed to have come from. It's literally the sound of existence itself.
Then, in his upper right hand, you see the lotus, or Padma. Just think for a second about how a lotus grows. It starts down in the mud, right? And it pushes its way up through all that murky water to bloom, perfectly clean and beautiful, above the surface. It's this incredible symbol of spiritual purity, of how to live in the world without getting dragged down by all its messiness.
And finally, you see the mace, the gada, resting by his side. Now, this isn't a weapon for fighting battles out there in the world. It represents the power of your own mind. It's about the mental and spiritual strength we all need to take on our own inner demons. Our fears, our anxieties, all that negative self-talk.
Okay, so this whole time we've been looking at this image, right? But what if I told you it also has a voice? That Sanskrit verse you see at the bottom gives sound to the picture, turning this visual meditation into an actual spoken prayer.
So, this right here, this is what's known as a dhyana shloka, which is basically a verse you use for meditation. It's this beautiful, poetic description of Narayana's form and his qualities, and it's designed to give your mind something very specific to focus on. Let's pull out a few key phrases that tie directly back to the image we've been looking at.
The very first word of the prayer is Shantakaram, and it means, quite simply, the one whose form is peace itself. Just look at his expression, his calm posture. The entire prayer kicks off by establishing this deep sense of serenity, a feeling that we're meant to absorb ourselves. Next up, we have this word, Megha Varnam. It describes his color as being like a dark, heavy rain cloud. And that's not just poetry for poetry's sake. That color is meant to symbolize the infinite, the vast, deep nature of the cosmos, something as boundless and mysterious as the sky.
And then there's Kamalanyanam, the one with lotus-like eyes. See how it all connects? We're back to that lotus symbol again. This suggests a way of seeing the world that is both beautiful and spiritually pure, a vision that sees beyond just the surface of things.
Okay, so let's put all this together. We've got the peaceful image, we've got these powerful symbols, we've got this beautiful prayer describing him. But what's the point? What is all of this actually for? Where is this all leading? It all comes down to this one incredible phrase from the prayer, Bhavapayaharam. This translates to the one who removes the fear of worldly existence, and that is the heart of the matter. This is the core promise. It's a direct prayer to remove those fundamental anxieties that just come with being human.
So you see what's happening here? It's a whole practice, a complete package. First, you see the serene form. Then, you understand the symbols of creation, purity, and mental strength. You bring it all together by reciting the mantra that helps you focus on all of these qualities. And the result? The final step? A clear path to overcoming worldly fear. It's just this elegant, all-in-one system for finding inner calm. This ancient vision gives us one really powerful roadmap. And it's a great reminder that the tools for finding tranquility, things like focus, understanding, and intention, they're totally timeless.
It's a system for turning fear into peace. And it kind of makes you think, right? With all the noise and chaos in our own lives, what are our symbols? What are the words or ideas we turn to when we need to find our own sense of calm?